Well, you've decided you want to sell your home, but what's the next question? What is it worth? More importantly, what is a buyer willing to pay for your home? Well, tune in. We're going to talk about how to price your home to sell, because what position you take on the initial price is going to set the tone for what happens after hitting the market. Now, before we price your home for success, we start by looking at the market data and what's called a CMA, or a comparative market analysis. In the CMA, you'll find recent homes for sale that are just like yours that have been 1. Sold, 2. Pending, or 3. Currently for sale. You'll want to pay attention to the price, the conditions of the home, see if anything's been updated, the price per square foot, the square footage of the house, the square footage of the property, and the number of days the property has been on the market. Now, why should you look at recent solds data? Because you'll know what sells in your area and at what price. This is the most important because this is where you want to actually end up, in the solds category, not the on-market category. And it lets you know where the market actually is. For each of the comps, pay attention to the original list price, the closing price, and the number of days it took to sell, which is the days on market. When you look at what's pending, you'll know what's currently selling in your area. But it's also important to remember that the price that you see in the pendings category is not necessarily the price that it's actually going to close. Why should you look at what's selling on the market? Because you'll want to study your competition. What's on the market right now is what your buyer is going to be comparing your property to. So using this information, you'll want to make sure your home looks better than the competition and is priced cheaper. Traditionally speaking, when properties are priced in the right range, they get sold for somewhere between 95 to 97% of the asking price. Now, if you're still not sure who to listen to, you can meet with 10 other agents right now, and if they're all being honest, they'll all give you roughly around the same price range of about a 2% difference. Because we're all looking at the same data. But what's worse is they might ask you what you want to sell your house for. Remember, you're not hiring a realtor just to agree with you or based on the highest price that they can give you, because that would be a mistake. You're hiring me because of what I can do to market your property. Now, when it comes to pricing strategies, there's only 3. Number 1 is we go for the highest price possible. We want to break all the records, which means we're really trying to find that needle in the haystack buyer who's willing to pay the highest price on the market for your house. Those houses tend to sit on the market for a very long time, and maybe in fact helping to sell other people's houses instead, because well, buyers in the end don't want to pay a premium for something that they can get for less. Number 2 is we price it at fair market value. And this price will make sense to the buyers because they're going to do their research with their agents. But because there's so many other properties on the market, you're going to get lost in the weeds in a sea of properties, some mediocre, some remodeled, and none that really just stand out at all. If your home is in a better condition than the rest, then great job. It's going to go faster than the rest. But if your home is not in the best condition, then well, you're really just rolling the dice. Now, for my savviest sellers, we have a 3rd strategy. Let's price it at below market value. This makes your home stand out above all the competition. More buyers will like, save, and favorite your listing, and you'll be one of those hot homes on Zillow. This is going to generate a lot more interested buyers who are going to make multiple offers on your house, which in turn gives us the leverage to counteroffer and drive up your offers even higher. This type of strategy will get your home sold faster and for a higher price. Now, it's important to remember that we, and yourself included, don't set the closing price on your house. The buyers do. And no matter where you position your price, buyers will always want to get a deal if the market permits. That's just human nature. But if you have multiple offers, you're in a better position to counter up the price. So you'll always want to aim to get multiple offers. Now, after knowing all this information, after looking at all your comps, here comes the question. What do you think a buyer is willing to pay for your property? What do you think your home will actually sell for? Notice what I didn't say was, how much do you feel your home is worth? Because those might be 2 completely different things. Well, that's it for me. That's all I have on pricing strategies. Hope that was helpful. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'll sit down with you and chat. Share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.